Welcome back to Redbeard RPG and Pillars of Eternity. Give it a second. Uh, um, I think I forgot to change the thumbnail on this thing. Let me go check that out real quick, and then we'll get started. Yep, looks like it. All right, should be fixed soon enough. All right, let's get to it. I know we did get a new quest right at the end of the last stream. Let's check that out. Clearing out crooks for speak to Astra and Brass Citadel.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so it looks like we are yet again headed back to Nekataka. Where's the... There we go. Now, let's double check our supply. I think it was getting kind of low. What do they got? Rice and rice wine. 150 of each. It should be plenty. What does rice wine do? Does nothing. Okay, perfect. Alright. On locations. Nekataka. Not too far away. Should be there in no time. We'll see what this is all about. Hopefully this is something we can do relatively easily. First, let's pull off to the side. I'm going to totally forget if I don't add the supplies I have now. Apparently I had plenty of. Didn't really need to buy the new stuff. Where's my rice wine? There it is. Alright, to the Brass Citadel. Hopefully no interruptions along the way. Perfect. Where do we think this person is? Officer's Lounge? Sounds like a good place for him. Of course, hold tab down in case we happen to see their names we're running by.
What brought you to the Royal Deadfire Company?
Huh. No one with unique names in there. We'll find him soon enough. That's not the Fleet Master's name, right? I don't remember their name.
No problem.
No, Wako. I guess that's not it. And me. I'm there. No, not there. Could be in the powder house. Oh, there's a little kitty. Let's get the kitty. I do want to collect as many of the animals as possible.
Absolutely.
That is one of my goals. Uta's gunsmith. I doubt they're in here, but we'll take a peek. Uto and people with no names. That's not it. Okay. Cannoneer doesn't have a unique name. Where else do we have to look? Be up this way, I would assume.
Will your mighty fortress protect you from the Audra Colossus?
Much better than wooden huts, my friend.
You cannot stand against such a force. You can only flee it.
All right, I guess we'll check in here. Definitely been in here before, but not it. Gunhawks and guards. Weapon master. You don't have a unique name. That goes outside. Check over here. Lori. No one back there. To have a lower level. Maybe they're there.
The work's finally continuing. Won't say what it is.
You haven't figured it out. I thought it was obvious.
You tell me if you're so smart.
I can't. It's
Guard
a
hanging out
big
in a jail
secret.
cell.
Uh-huh. Someone's afraid of being wrong.
Here you are. Oscar glances at you with a superciliously mirthful expression. He looks like he's on a fabulous secret. One he's about to share with you.
It has been brought to my attention that you ousted the slavers from Crookspur.
Sure did.
You've done a noble thing.
Well, thank you.
They had long been a thorn in our side, but one we were hesitant to remove on our own. You've done us a considerable favor.
Let's see. Glad to be of service.
As am I. And make no mistake, the archipelago is in dire need of help such as yours.
Okay.
Deadfire is a troubled place, beset by all manner of predation and lawlessness. Adventure stories blame it on the fury of Helia's storms and the hunger of Andra's beasts. Historians would spin you a tale of isolation and trade booms. All of that merely obscures the plain yet hard truth. The Juana lack the will to defend their homeland.
How do you figure that?
Allow me to illustrate.
Okay.
2,000 years ago, our people began the conquest of Rawatai. The land was new to us. Many of its inhabitants were better equipped. But we overcame them. We were unified where they were scattered. And we were not content to huddle in cliff caves and subsist. We were determined to make a better life for ourselves.
Okay. Because kind of sounded like you were stealing the landed livelihood from a lot of people.
Were we less deserving of these things simply because we arrived later?
I mean, they had already established their lives. That's kind of how that works.
Besides, the country we built was stronger, with roads, irrigation, and weather guards. For us, as well as the people, we organized.
Oh, is that what you call it?
The Valians and the Principe will tear Deadfire asunder, and the Juana will stand by and let it happen. So, we must do everything we can to defend the archipelago and its people. We shall ensure that the slavers do not return by stationing one of our most elite fleets at Crookspur.
And why are you telling me this?
You're prudent, results-oriented. You strike me as someone who can appreciate the grand vision. And by continuing to work together, we can achieve both our objectives. A more stable Deadfire, and a meeting with Aothas.
Okay.
In any case, the Hazanui is arranging a final matter. If you truly wish to bring peace to the Deadfire, I suggest you speak with her.
It's Hazanu. Not let me see what it is. Okay.
Clear skies.
All right. Well, thank you. After all this time, I still don't understand who you are or what you believe in. He watches you with that blink, that thoughtful stare you've come to recognize, the tiny movements of his eyes. You can see him sizing you up and deciding how much to tell you. At last, he smiles faintly.
Who we are. What does this even mean? Why the search for permanence in a transient existence? One day, our bodies will perish and our souls will return to the wheel.
Maybe not.
Every word we've ever spoken, everything we've ever known will be forgotten with us. But this will remain. Prolonging the soul is a fool's errand. Clinging to a grand past is vanity. I want to take part in building something that will last beyond me. That is true immortality.
Okay. Even these things will crumble eventually. His head tilts almost in concession.
Consider the work of the Engwithans. How much of it stands? How much has shaped our way of life?
I mean, some, but not a ton.
The key is to build well. But you and I have much to do, and little time to discuss philosophy.
All right, I'll leave you be. All right, and we got another level. Nice, nice. This will definitely help in the very near future when we're kind of forced to move on with the rest of the side quests. But it brought up a new quest, the final maneuver. Speak with Hazanui Karu at Imperial Command in the Brass Citadel. I think that's upstairs, isn't it? Is that not where we are? Yeah, Imperial Command lower. So we just need to head on upstairs. Assume he's here. There he is.
Rautai needs a reprieve from the storms, and Deadfire needs order. And I need your help more than I like to admit.
Okay.
Are you ready to do the rough country a final service?
Sure, why not?
Then you must kill Queen Onekaza II.
Excuse me?
Wait, which queen was that?
And that be our invitation to ship right off, aye, Cap?
Yeah.
Are you to decide the fate of nations, Karu?
and the lives and deaths required of them? This sounds disturbingly familiar.
Captain, I say the tribes have lost so much. We might never recover from this blow.
Yeah, Teku makes a point.
It is the lack of leadership that has brought the Huana here. The tribes will never recover while the Kahunga sit on the throne.
Okay.
I don't ask this lightly, but while the Queen holds court, pirates and Valian profiteers close in. And your countrymen back in Rawatai see their homes and crops washed away by storms. I know this isn't how you'd like to do things, but it comes down to this: the continued decline of Deadfire or its sudden transformation. This is the only way to forge a stable future for Rawatai or the Deadfire. And I need you to help us achieve it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that conquering and ruling the Deadfire will be as simple or beneficial as you think.
Nothing worth doing has ever been easy. But we must strive all the same. The Huana are a fractured culture, and the Kahunga monarchy is the last tendon holding it together.
So you want to fracture it more?
I say you do not understand us at all. Never bothered to try.
Yeah, that's the way it's seeming.
And you are too close to the seat of power to see how it's failed your less fortunate countrymen. The Queen and her predecessors have been ineffectual figureheads for generations. They've left their people vulnerable to the predations of slavers, pirates, and, yes, foreign powers. Once we depose the Queen, we will rebuild Deadfire into something stronger and sturdier.
Yeah, you can't just replace thousands of years of Fauna culture with your own.
We have done this all over the mainland of Rawatai, where we have forged a great nation from warring peoples.
Surely there's another option.
We must take action, or risk being swept away by those who do. On my signal, the cannons of the Brass Citadel will fire, and our ships will bombard Queen's Berth.
Oh boy.
That should draw enough attention away from the palace to allow you to infiltrate. And if I know the Queen, she'll wait out the danger on the roof of the palace. I advise caution and stealth. The Queen will send many of her soldiers to the harbor, but those that remain will be on high alert.
Yeah, and what about my ship? It's docked at Queen's Berth.
My cannoneers are the very best. Your ship will not be damaged.
So you're going to attack a harbor full of innocent people.
We are going to sink Valian ships and damage their infrastructure. Trust me, I want to avoid casualties. I'm sending you to assassinate the Queen because I don't want to massacre her people.
And the prince?
Attacking him will likely raise the alarm, and the Queen is your main target. Still, losing him would be a blow to the Huana, should it come to that.
I really don't want to do this. But if I say I can't do this, are they all going to attack me? It's kind of what I got the feeling is going to happen. If I say got it, am I locked into assassinating the Queen? I'm also concerned about that. Let's be honest and upfront. I can't do this.
Thank you, Captain.
You stand so close to greatness, to rebuilding broken lands and reversing the path of storms, and you lose your nerve over one life? I can't let you leave now.
Yeah. All right, let's hope we get this. Get out of here. Everybody leveled up, but I didn't get a chance to apply said levels. So let's see how it goes.
This is futile.
Sorry, friend.
I'm just getting beat up on in this cluster.
Not out of the fight yet.
I am the alpha predator.
Like, we're getting them, but there's just a ton of them.
Healing spell.
Alright, what can we do here?
No not exactly my area of expertise.
We're losing folks.
Okay, what is up with this new thing where like they're just like outright refusing to do the spells I'm telling them to do? It's like this would mess up a whole bunch of them. Which crowd control is what we need.
Lost too much water.
Looks like Takehu's out of the
What?
fight.
Another one down. Yeah, this is just like too many bodies. We need a better way to do crowd control. We are strong enough to take all these people down, I think. I don't think these individually these guys are very tough.
Hey, we had some good times.
We've taken out a handful of them for sure. Alright, let's reload the game. Or is Eddard gonna slowly chop his way through every single one? I'm curious. Let's see how this plays out.
I need some help here.
Like, there ain't no way, right? He's not gonna chop his way out of this mess, is he? No, couldn't be, yeah. Okay. So, we load this one, we get the party in a tighter cluster. I think we can make this work.
Right. I'm off.
So we want the whole party up on the platform, not just me by myself.
Rautai needs a reprieve from the storms. Are you ready to do the rough country? A final service. Then you must kill Queen Oneka.
Wait,
And that be our...
are you...
Captain, I say the tribes have lost so much.
It is the lack of lead. I don't. And I know this is the only way to forge a stable future. We must take act on my sick. That should draw. And if I know, I advise caution and stealth.
Thank you, Captain.
You stand. I can't let you leave now.
Alright. So, alright. So if we go with a Loth, and instead of doing a stupid touch attack, yeah, this is corrode damage to all enemies in the area since we're in a tight cluster. Cast that. She's casting Protect. I like that. What are you doing? You do one of those. So then everyone will collapse in, then he'll do the prone attack, and then they'll all be poisoned while they're stuck for a second. And then you, instead of this, get some lightning going. We need to focus on crowd control attacks.
That order's too tall.
That's right. How good, I say.
Got your back.
Yeah, much better. Alright, what else do you have for crowd control? You turn someone to a piglet. I don't see that being... Put some people to sleep. That would probably be beneficial. Let's do that. And you get another round of life going. What do I got that you can do? It's doing this. What's this? Psychic Howl hit target in the target's area, stunning, targeting, as well as dealing rod, interrupting enemies. Okay, that works.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
As one. As one.
Are you ready?
Okay, do you have more lightning? He does not. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. What do you got for crowd control? And slumber again.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
Alright, we're doing much better than last time. So if we can clear this top area off up here, then we can use this as a choke point for really there's only a couple guys down. But we can use it as a choke point, slowly work our way through. I think that'll work. What else do we want you doing? You got our fireball spells.
I don't think I can.
Okay, this guy's almost dead, so that's good. Don't really have any good crowd control stuff left with him, so I'll have to leave that alone. What about you? What's this do? Several enemies.
That order's too tall.
Behold me, mother!
Prep the crew up. That's not the formation we wanted, to let everyone on the freaking thing. Dang it. I think we're not in horrible shape. You to heal yourself.
I don't think I can pull that off.
Okay, you didn't heal yourself. Heal your freaking self.
For the Everlight!
There we go. Okay, we're getting them.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
All right, excellent.
Are you ready?
Second try!
I won't!
That was kind of a pain in the butt, but I think we're in the
Watch
clear.
it with that. Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of
Maru! You ask too much.
Spell resistance. And then here for the cipher. Cypher is able to isolate a single enemy from the world, leaving them unable to act, but also unable to be affected by outside parties. I don't think so. Cypher targets a spirit or vessel and tears the coalesced soul energy inside of them, causing them any immediate spirit or vessel to emit a deafening scream that distracts and deals raw damage to those nearby. That's pretty good. Unlocks hidden repositories of allies' mind and soul, granting them the brilliant inspiration for a short time. Let's go with Screaming Souls. Then we also have a lot of loot to pick up, which is nice. Coordinated positioning. One quick move, Rogue instantly switches positions with one nearby target, canceling any engagements. Automatic when targeting an ally, otherwise the Rogue must succeed an attack roll. That's pretty good. Smoke Veil. Increased damage dealt by critical hits. Yes, please. Alright, what do we got for spells here? Hundreds of powerful quarterstaff. No thank you. Heavy amount of raw damage on a target. Any non-spirit felled by the attack will summon a specter under the caster's control. That's pretty good. Named for the eccentric Adrian Wizen Tarn, the chaotic orb bounces between a number of enemies, dealing damage and inflicting a variety of negative afflictions. I like that. I think we had that in the last game. Definitely a yes please there. It was very useful, so unless they nerfed it in this game, it will be very beneficial. Fighter ability. Striking an enemy powerful melee attack, dealing high damage and stunning them. Foes behind the enemy are staggered and take raw damage. Yes. Don't even need to, well, let's take the other ones. Fighter draws strength from their own indomitable spirit, causing them to regenerate a portion of health loss from each attack. Fighter and their allies now also gain resolute inspiration. And this one adds to that first paragraph, the fighter now recovers more health from each attack received. What's this thing? Fighter refuses to be vanquished after being knocked out. The fighter stands back up with a portion of the health restored and temporary bonuses to all defense and armor ratings. That's awesome too. He's got all of his stuff is pretty good on this round. Let's go with the Unbreakable. Let's do that. And our rogue ability that we don't really use that much. Dealing significantly more damage when the target's afflicted by 2 or more conditions that allow a sneak attack. Let's just do increased damage. Is that what we want to do? Yeah, let's just increase damage. All right. Teheku, what can we do for you? Let's see what chance we can get. No, we don't have either of these. What does this do? Quick and insightful inspirations. Attacks enemies in 7 directions. With bolts. That's a good crowd control thing. What's this? Unleash an effect that deals raw damage to foes in area. Those near death can explode, dealing corrode damage to adjacent enemies. Ooh, yeah. That's pretty good. What's this one? Friendly aura. Allies receive more health from healing effects. That's pretty good too. What's this one? Summon skeleton to fight for the chanter. Also good. Let's start with this one, the crowd control one. A couple of our fights coming up seem to be requiring crowd control stuff. Now it's subclass. Drewer casts a powerful Aegis against the forces of nature over their allies, granting armor ratings against burn for increased shock. Summon a large plant vine from the earth that will attack and pull enemies. That's pretty good. Erodes target's armor, significantly impacting their armor rating. And all unoccupied quick slots in the party are filled with a wondrous nectar that can be consumed for combat bonuses and healing. Kind of feel like the summon is the best way to go, so let's do that. On his druid ability, and then we got the main character. Alchemy, metaphysics. What do we got here? Dichotomous soul. The monk meditates briefly on the plan, summoning two physical manifestations of suffering, one made of flame and the other of ice. That's a really powerful one. Skyward kick, slamming them back down, leaving them prone. Pain persists as critical strikes extend the duration of effect. And Instruments of Pain allows the monk to use their normal melee weapons instead of ranged strikes instead. Kind of feel like, yeah, the split, the summon is the better spell there. More summons are, at least in the last game, were way overpowered, so we got to keep those in mind when we're in tight situations. Just having another attack cycle, even though it may not be the most powerful attack, seems to be hugely beneficial. Priest throws a ball of holy fire at the enemy that purges its protections and speeds its doom. Does continuous burn damage and accelerates the timer for all beneficial and continuous damage effects before leaping to additional targets. That's pretty good. Terrible rain falls on the area effect, repeatedly inflicting burn damage on all in the area effect. Minor avatar. Priest gains supernatural glow as he or she is infused with power. As a minor avatar of their deity, the priest gains all bonuses and all attributes, health, and weapon damage. That's pretty good. Conjures a powerful holy shield, granting deflection bonus to all allies in the area of effect. That's pretty good too. Kind of feel like the Cleansing Flame is probably the way I'd play, the best way to go. Let's do that. All right, now we have a boatload of loot to collect, so let's do that.
If you die horribly, I can always revive you.
Yes?
Yeah, that's not what I wanted.
How may I help?
And who cares if we're stealing at this point? We've killed everybody.
No trouble at all.
What has happened to my formation? What is this? Why did it just get shuffled? Yeah. Okay, I was wondering why, like, when we tried to form up in the front, Eder moved out of the way and let everybody up the stairs. Okay. So let's... Okay, there's more. There are more people. I figured there would be.
Tried to warn you.
Worse than rough.
Moin, Ixi, Anna.
Why don't we just, like, attack this guy? It's one guy, and we're, like, doing all these setup moves and stuff. Let's get him. Alright, so, let's bring the journal up and see what it says to do about this whole situation. What was it? Matter of import? No. What was the name of that quest? Like, that quest had a name. Where'd it go? I don't even see it. Higher ups. Oh, okay. That's not it. I don't remember that quest, but it's not on the list anymore. So I guess we're done with it. Should I bother going downstairs and talking to the guy who gave it to us? Let's see how that goes. Maybe that's not worth our time. We'll find out.
I feel it.
Now you be right screwed.
Are you ready?
See you, me too.
Very strange situation. He was like right over here, right? This not the room he was in? We perhaps kill him already?
I feel it.
Me too.
That's a great idea.
Just wonder if he's one of the people who ran upstairs. Hey, what's up? Okay, well, he's got nothing to say. Anything over here, perhaps? Like, should I tell the queen about this? That someone was, like, making an attempt on their life? Not. Feels like there should be more to do here. That's all I'm getting at.
I feel
Don't underestimate me. What's left?
I'll see what I can do. The work of the moment.
What do you suppose about? I see the wits of their eyes.
I feel it.
Lava beyond seek.
My insides burn.
Lava beyond seek.
Maru!
Are you sure you're aiming right? That's a great idea.
Subtle. The work of the moment.
Alright, so the loft got caught stealing, but I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. Okay, I guess we'll finish searching upstairs. I wonder if that guy ran upstairs to help out. Maybe I already killed him. The guy was being weird about everything. Let's get that off the screen. Did we kill the shopkeeper? Nope, but we're about to.
Don't underestimate me.
Did not seem ready for a fight. Where have we not been? Haven't been here, so let's go there. Definitely took the weapons master. I saw him in the middle of the brawl. Alright, I guess that is it. Hopefully everybody outside isn't mad at us. Like, we kind of just defended ourselves. That's really what happened. Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be rough. Let's just be safe. Let's start getting some crowd control spells down. Why can I not do abilities disabled? We need to rest. He's got some sort of disease or something going on. Either way, let's get the poison circle down.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
Drink all you can.
Me too.
Yeah, maybe we didn't need it.
Oh?
Just remember, if you die horribly, I can always revive you.
This raises the question, is everybody in this area gonna fight us now? We rest here? I don't see a campfire emblem. So probably no.
I shall.
Guess let's walk around and see what happens. Yeah, everyone's gonna fight us. Well, might as well clear them out. That guy doesn't seem to care. Where's that guy?
Might have a fight on it.
I hope there's no huge... I mean, I assume there are. We've literally just, like, dismantled one of the factions. There's got to be consequences of that, right?
Might have a fight on our...
Powder house is under attack.
Retreat while you can.
Beyond seek.
Me too. Oi, watch it.
I am the Alpha Predator.
Aye.
Why is the fight not over? Who else sees us? Ah, that guy up there. That's the problem. Keep seeing him for a second. They're way up there. Everybody's going this way. Okay. Oh, does this go all the way around?
Scallywags. Me too. Shut your foul eye. Me too.
No rush, buddy.
Are you ready?
I do not get some of the decisions this auto battle makes.
Feel him.
Just remember, if you die horribly, I can always revive you.
That's about where that guy should have been. Yeah, let's get rid of him.
Don't underestimate me. Absolutely.
Is there an inn this part of town? I don't think there is. Gunsmith, Officer's Lounge, Fleetmaster's Office. I feel like we should go to the Sacred Stair and talk to the Queen, but I don't think that's going to do anything. Just the quest didn't update and be like, hey, let her know Ratuai's coming for her. I really don't know what to do. We do need to rest, that's for certain. If we leave the city by sea, we should be able to rest. Let's just do that, and then we'll check our journal, see what we got next. We did gain a couple levels, so maybe some of those areas that were giving us some trouble will be a bit more manageable. All right, now we can rest. Hopefully get whatever's disabling Teku's spells. Get that off there. Let's check the journal out. All right, what do we got? We got higher ups. We got Perkana's Folly. We haven't done that in a while. We might be able to handle that now. We can't collect souls unless she's in the party, so I think that quest is pretty much dead. Skipping ahead. We could do this. Honor Among Thieves is a big group fight, which we might be better prepared for now. Honored Guest, we got to fight a dragon. Or is that the Proving? Western Deadfire Sea. We haven't tried this. Let's do skipping ahead. The Spire of Soul Seers is here in Nekataka, isn't it? Isn't it in the Sacred Stair? I believe that's the case. Yeah, there's the Spire of Soul Seers. So let's head in there.
You go in first.
I guess we're out of cuttlefish because
Supplies. Get your supplies here.
Teku and Aloft didn't get any bonuses. I'll have to try to remember that for next time we rest. Said we need to go rooftop. I assume they're one of these people.
Merla, burned. Well.
A steady white-haired elf frowns at the table covered in cold copper, wires and glimmering shards of Audra. Her gloved hands smooth her well-tailored Valian coat as she mumbles under her breath, apparently absorbed in her work. The Animancer doesn't acknowledge your presence. The woman spins to you, blinking rapidly behind a pair of brass-rimmed spectacles. Her bright carmine eyes and paper-white skin mark her as one of the Galmthed.
Hello, my apologies. I didn't see you there.
Alright. You alright?
I am fine. Is there some reason I shouldn't be?
I don't know.
Which is not to say I do not appreciate your concern. I do.
She settles her spectacles on her nose as she does so, you notice her hand shaking.
I, like the other scholars here, am engaged in the study of the soul sciences. Was there something you needed, or may I return to my studies?
Looks like you're bleeding there.
Indeed. I apologize if you find the sight of blood unsettling. Though, from your appearance, I would expect you to be well acquainted with it.
Oh, well, thank you.
In any case, why are you here?
Your accent isn't Valyrian. Why are you dressed like one?
Just a bit of culture I've picked up along the way.
Alright.
I admire their tailoring tradition immensely. It's much grander than clothing one finds in The White That Wends.
Marvelous. Who's your tailor?
I am, of course.
Okay. So you're an animancer and a seamstress.
A curious mind is an agile mind. Besides, the two practices are more alike than one might think.
I suppose they do require both careful hands and obsessive attention to detail.
Care and patience, yes. It is gratifying to be understood.
How'd you come to be in Nektok? I don't think this is the
I
right
will not
place.
lie and say it was a pleasure to meet you, but I wish you safe travels all the same. Goodbye.
Rude. Anyone else here have a unique name? I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to be. Animancer.
Excellent timing.
Oh,
we're
this is
getting
what I'm supposed to talk
consistent
to.
readings, and I believe we're ready to try again.
Okay.
That is, if you're up for it.
You sure it'll work this time?
Clinging to certainty is a novice's mistake. We keep open minds here. But seriously, I think we're on to something.
Okay.
It's just the same as before. You focus on the Adra pillar, the machine gives you a boost.
Alright, I'm ready.
Great, to work everyone. Let's get this underway. And you, just relax, but also be sure to concentrate very carefully.
Hopefully they don't put me in another terrible situation. I think Guan
Look for the next
trying to kill
Adra
me.
pillar. Once you have the connection, just step through.
Once again, you feel the essence in the Adra like a physical thing beside you. This time, however, a cord of energy that tugs at you is insistent but manageable, and through it you can feel that what Flam was describing. A connection running through the tower and beyond where it splits in all directions. Color leeches up from the world around you as you drift into the in-between. You feel a connection draw taut like a pulled rope, then a pull. I'm sure that earthquake wasn't ominous in any way.
Kara, I say the Animancer's tower has seen better days.
Indeed.
That's a great idea.
Portals close behind you. Bones. Let's check the map real quick, see what... Yeah, I figured we were in the bottom right corner. Empty socket if the panel is if something was removed, so probably looking for a gem or something. Why is that just flopping around there? Little concerning.
Might have a fight on our hands.
I see grubs. I see, are those Zarups? Yeah.
Behold me, mother.
Zarup leg striker, that's concerning. Zarups generally aren't very tough,
most
though.
unpleasant.
Yeah.
Careful. Feeling.
Not a lot of danger there. Another one there. Let's see him.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
Me too.
No mercy.
More.
They went down pretty easy, but they did a fair amount of damage pretty quickly, so a large cluster of them could be a bit of a problem. Just have to keep that in mind. Okay. These look like dead end. Let's check them out just to be safe. A well-built drainage canal has seen better days. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. It's a little bit of space off here.
That's a great idea.
Tunnel there is quickly up ahead, barring the passage. I think we found the gem. It's an exit. What do we got left in this room? Another exit. Look around real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. Side of some loot. Seems to be that's all that's there. So let's head back to this door here. Lever fits neatly into the socket. And a third exit. And it just says stairs, shrine to Nagati, Sarapord. Which way to go? I feel like the shrine to Nagati is probably going to be trouble going through there. Let's just try the stairs that are right in front of us. See where that takes us. Here. Adventurers go left.
Could be a fight.
Isn't labeled what the issue there is.
This is
A couple
futile.
more Zarops, no big deal.
Drink while you can.
That's right.
Lava,
There he is.
I shall deal with this one.
Are you ready?
Another attack, Cap. Me too, man.
With pleasure. Might have a fight on.
I don't think I can pull that off.
Anna!
Me too, man.
Don't I don't think that's gonna work.
I feel like these guys should go down pretty easy. I don't think we have a ton to worry about here.
I don't think I can pull that
I'm not
off.
having much luck.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison. That's who you're hitting!
Oh,
No mercy!
Another attack, Cap.
And anytime the enemy does any of those dashes or teleports, it seems to confuse them quite a bit. The AI, at least.
drink while you can.
That looks complicated. No rush, but if you have any antidotes handy,
Careful.
I'd be much obliged.
More. Ixi, Anna.
That's not very helpful.
Got your back. Are you sure you're aiming right?
See, this makes me wonder if this is the way we were supposed to go and we need to check those other places.
Over here!
unlocking will require the proper key. Standing within the cage is a Juana woman clad in bedraggled clothing and covered in numerous scrapes and scratches. She clutches the bars as you approach.
You! Quickly, you must help us! Those things have already come to take away my companions.
How'd you get here?
We were traveling with other merchants when the Zarps attacked. They cut us off from the others, dragged us here, wagon, everything. The beasts have already taken my friends from the cage. I cannot imagine what they will do.
Do you know anything about this place?
I know only that the Zarps are led by something else. It speaks as we do, and by the sounds it makes, I think it must be very large, but I have not seen it.
Alright, let me get you out of there.
Kira, not without the key, I think. Nor will I leave without the others. I cannot leave them to die.
Okay, well, we'll try to figure out where that key's at. Anywhere else on this floor we haven't been up in this area and up here as well. So we'll go up here. I'm sure we are not missing anything. I'm sure the key is somewhere around here.
Subtle indeed. It is done.
Did not appear to have the key. Yeah, we got something over there. Probably better off confronting them this way, though. Oh, never mind. Oh, there's stairs here. Okay. This'll work.
Can't make a dent.
Just heal yourself. You don't need to heal everybody because you're beat up.
Not out of the fight yet.
Oi, watch it.
Now that we got our lightning spells, let's do a little bit of this crowd control.
Me too. Worth and rough.
Don't underestimate me.
Worth and rough.
I feel off.
Okay, another one down.
Yeah.
Craft a feeling.
Hey, are you blind?
Please cut me loose. Don't leave me here.
At a glance, you take this man to be one of the Juana. His face crumples as you approach, and he sags in his bindings, murmuring repeated oaths of gratitude.
Please help me. I do not know how it is you came by this place, but please, you must save us. Those animals ate him. My friend. I could only watch.
Okay.
Riku, who takes his life and spares mine. Please, let me free. I cannot stay here any longer.
Where are we?
What? Oh, it is an old shrine to Nagati. The priests, they went to Nekataka, and now there are no guards on these roads.
Okay. How far are we from the city?
2 days with a cart, I think? I am not sure. But how is it you do not know?
I kind of teleported here.
And this is what Animancers consider science? I'm not impressed.
How did you end up here?
We are just merchants, traders. The lizards surrounded our wagon and dragged us here. Tamao is gone, but Dima, surely she is still here?
Alright, we'll cut you loose.
Ikira, you have my thanks once again.
No problem.
They took someone else. But Dima, she must still be in the cages to the southeast. These creatures must have a key somewhere. Please help her. I think I will be sick.
Yeah, we'll get it. If we can find that key, we'll get her.
May Nagati guide you to calm waters.
Just remember, if you die horribly, you can always revive you.
Well, there was a key in that batch. Hopefully the correct key. We will find out. I don't see Anything else to interact with? Alright, so let's head back to those cages.
It will be so.
We returned. Have you found any sign of my friends?
I've dealt with Eoten, and I have the key right here.
Then you've truly done it? Kara, I did not think it possible. Please, what of the others?
Only one of them made it. He's waiting for you outside.
Nagati preserve you. I owe you much. I have lost enough today. I have no goods to give you in thanks, for they were stolen from us. But you are welcome to what you find. I would be rid of this place, and quickly.
Okie dokie. Alright, we freed a couple captives. It seems like this place just kind of dead ends. There's an exit there, so I guess let's go back to the stairs and check those little caverns I saw and see if there's anything of interest in any of those. Let's start with this one over here. Oh, it literally just loops around. Okay, that does nothing. I guess you can kind of like sneak attack this group here if you come here and then come around there. Guess is what it's for. We had no issue just running into them head on. We kind of did the quest relatively quickly after it even became available. Alright, let's exit and see where we're at. Alright, we're on the far side of Nekataka, it looks like. Is there a way to get through there without going through this? It does not appear so. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. I don't think we get a choice there. So let's get this water. And let's deal with Roa O'Hara. To the west of Nekataka, rolling verdant plains stretch towards the mountains. Spiked plants with bright flowers punctuate the emerald green tall grass. The occasional tree dots the landscape, broad foliage casting shade like a parasol. You crest to see arise a group of reptilian figures, roughly 100 feet down the hill, hunched atop a broad, flat stone. Zarups chirp and squawk. Let's be sneaky. We failed. Why did it automatically pick Teku for the sneak? You slink quietly through the brush, eyes alert of other threats. As you near the group, you observe the party, roughly 10 Zarups, several poking at grubs with long sticks under the guidance of one of their shaman. At the center of the circle, 2 grubs snap one another, egged on by their Zarup captors. One of the Zarup perks up, nostrils flailing, and its head twists directly towards Teku. Oh, it did a stealth check on everybody, and Teku's the one that failed. Barks and chirps, pointing claw towards your companion. Easy there, we mean you no harm. Let's impress him with some sleight of hand. Can we do that? Probably not. No, we're not going to get that. Easy there, we mean you no harm. Watcher only check, we'll try it. You failed. Impress him with some sleight of hand. Sephirin failed. Okay. Alright, let's go. Zarups cry out in surprise, you charge and scatter, bringing their weapons to bear. Didn't get much of a choice on that one. Didn't have the right passing skills buffed up. That happens. Sorry about that. Alright, here we go.
Feel it. I need something stronger.
Now you be right screwed.
Second try, I say.
Alright, well, since Aloth decided to run into the middle, let's get a little poison ring.
rush, but if you have any antidotes...
That must have... Another attack, Cap.
Could you be more careful?
Me too.
For the Everlight!
Lavaru, beyond seek.
Are you ready?
Lavaru, beyond seek.
Okay, easy enough. All right, let's get the heck out of here. What's this? Let's check this out while we're over here. You notice a small pavilion containing a large weathered statue of stone a little ways off the path. It appears to be a Hawana shrine. Approach and identify. Me, failure. Need the shrine to continue your travels. We need someone with more priest skill for that. Otherwise, yeah, it's pretty much just go straight back to Nekataka. So do I need to run back and tell her? Let's check that journal real quick. That's not what I pressed. Hold on. J. Okay. Yeah, return to her next time. Okay, that's what we need to go. Go sacred stair. And go talk to her again. Made it without any issue, thankfully.
For reinforcements.
Don't let them escape!
What? What is going on here?
Lavaru, beyond seek.
Mercenaries?
Lavaru, beyond seek.
Someone who maybe does not approve of what the experiments they're running?
This is most unpleasant.
Are going to be mercenaries and everybody we were working with is dead? Yeah, it's kind of what it looks like is happening.
I'll make it quick. What the shit? Behind us! Look sharp!
Feel it.
Lavaru, beyond seek. This is futile!
I'm feeling a bit Retreat while you can!
We keep saying it's futile, and then we, like, steamroll it, so I don't get how that works.
Hey! I'm standing here!
They'll fall by my hand.
We'll
take you, Watcher.
Who sent you? The man is too far gone to react. Even if he heard you, he slips free from life with little fanfare. A muffled clatter draws your attention to a nearby chest.
Madiko, I thought I was done for.
Yeah, you were in a tight spot, that's for sure.
These monstrous brutes. Look at what they have done. They've destroyed all we have worked toward for a little coin.
Sent by the Royal Deadfire Company, I guess?
Who else? At least they have the guile not to send their own people. This is a bold move, even for the Royal Deadfire Company. They are losing patience. And look at our machines. We'll clean up here. See to the wounded. You'd best get over to the offices. Let them know what happened.
Okay. Well, I've already made enemies of the Royal Deadfire Company, so continuing to do so doesn't really bother me all that much. Oh, we can take this shit. Whatever's in this chest, we can just take it. Alright, anything else in this area? Yeah, we got some more people over here. Nothing on them. What about this chest? Okay. Pretty simple and straightforward. So we need to head back to Queen's Birth is where the Valiant Trading Company's at. So we'll head back that way. See what they got to say about the situation. It is interesting. We've kind of completely cut off that faction at this point. But I mean, they were going to slay the other factions, so like, what else were we to do? They're not going to let us in, so we got to wait. They're open by like 8 in the morning, right? Yeah. Do I need to talk to the governor or the director? Probably the director, right? I think he's upstairs. Let's pull up that journal. Director Castle. Yeah. Alright, so we need to head upstairs. Believe it or not, the director calls the shots, not the governor, not the elected official. It's the guy with the money.
Watcher, at last, someone who can answer my questions.
Okay.
They're saying there was an attack at the Spire. I fear I'd sent you to your death. None of the Huana guards will tell us a thing, and Flaune's message is illegible. What happened?
It looks like the Royal Deadfire Company sent some mercenaries to kill everyone in the Spire. I got back just in time.
The Royal Deadfire Company? I didn't realize they were even aware of our efforts. I'm glad you're in one piece, Watcher. I'll have the details out to Flaune, I think. You've more than earned your reward. And my trust. Oh, and perhaps you'd consider stopping by Alvari's office. I believe she'll want some assurances as to the state of the Spire.
Okay. Question is, where is Alvari's office? That's done. That didn't give me a new quest. Assistant's office, stairs, exit terrace. Is Alvari the assistant? No. the heck is Alvar? Luca's office. What's the governor's name? Alvari, right there.
I can't decide if the gods must love or hate you, Watcher. Perhaps both.
Yeah, it feels that way.
Volcanoes, giant waves. Mel, I've had my fill of this island. It involves no divinities, but I do have some news for you as well. I have decided to take action with regards to Castor's incompetence.
Okay.
I have called together a meeting of the Songreta Mea Compressa. Our esteemed investors have come to hear Director Castor's excuses for squandering their fortunes.
Ooh boy.
You've witnessed Castor's mistakes personally, and you know what is at stake for us with Ukaizo. The council we want to hear from you, the Cantanucesi in particular.
Okay.
The company needs new leadership. Leadership that can make effective use of its most important allies. Let us start here, striking a fine impression before the wealthiest men and women in Eora.
I suppose you'd think there'd be a better director?
Of course. If I did not believe it with all my soul, I would not dare to trouble the council. Men have died for less. You will attend the trial, I hope. Your testimony is a vital part of the proceedings.
All right, let's get it over with.
Indeed. Come then. I'll send for our esteemed guests. Meet us upstairs when you are ready.
Okie dokie. Okay, upstairs.
Get us underway.
Director Castle's office is nearly unrecognizable through the milling crush of bodies. The chamber is suffocatingly warm and several of the occupants jostle for a place beside the window. 201, the people around you are dressed in rich fabrics or else the occasional piece of armor. Few of them especially look pleased to be there. Despite the canopy that greets you when you arrive, all quiet descends swiftly upon the room upon the barest hand gesture from the man standing behind the desk. The Cantanuce's gaze sweeps across the room, eventually settling on you.
I see you have wasted little time in involving yourself, lady. Director Castor, Governor Alvari, you are both here?
Indeed, Your Excellency.
Yes, Your Excellency.
And this is to be your witness?
I'll wave. Hello.
Most esteemed guests, this is the Watcher of Cadnua.
I am.
We were sorry to hear of Cadnua's fall, lady. How interesting to find you here. You have my sympathies.
Thank you.
I have several connections in the White March. I have always wanted to meet the woman behind the stories.
Yeah, I did some work out there.
Let us begin. If the clerks will attend the roll. Albina Carnetto, Duke Remasi Storanzo Miscelona, the Archmage.
Devils take your role, Nero. This isn't the Songreta Ducala. We are all here. Let's get this over with.
Oi, Cap. Putting bullets in this room's puffed up jackets would be doing Aora 3 favors and a half. Just saying.
Outsider law has more teeth than Ngati's pets, I say.
I can see that.
If this goes badly, at least there's enough wealth in this room to cover our funeral expenses several times over.
Very well. Then let me extend my sincerest thanks to our shareholders in attendance.
We'll stay, shareholders, yeah, what?
The money, of course.
And the brains, clearly. Get to the point, Kanta.
In deference to present company, we will proceed in Edira. Director Castor, You stand accused of nothing less than gross incompetence, mismanaging of resources, willful deceit, grave charges all. We have examined the evidence available to us. The numbers are not in your favor, Director, but you will have the opportunity to explain yourself. Now, Alvari.
Agrasima, Your Excellency. Esteemed Council, I bear Maestro Castle no ill will.
I don't think that's
true. We
true.
have always treated one another with great respect, but his time is past. I put it plain, the company is bleeding resources. We have identified numerous sources of Adra, and yet, how much of it ever reaches the Republics? The expedition to Pococahara was but the latest failure. Trained workers and supplies gone, and for nothing.
Destroying the Adra was the only way to stay on good terms with the Juana.
If I could just say, Your Excellency, if we are to remain in the region, it is only to our benefit that we make allies among the Juana.
Yeah, it's fair to say.
What does it matter what the Juana want? They should have been driven from the islands.
Good grief, you're a monster.
By gaining their cooperation now, we gain a workforce and prevent further hostilities.
Clearing the islands would do the same.
My esteemed patrons, Castle is afflicted with a kind heart, but the natives will continue to trouble us so long as we remain in the region. Let us take what we can and ensure the benefits of our labors return to the republics. I have more, Your Excellency. Your coin, lords and ladies. Where has it gone all this while? Not to mines and industry, no. The director has spent the bulk of it on frivolous experiments.
Oh?
That is absurd. Animancy research has gotten us where we are today.
Precisely.
Enough, Alvari. Watcher, you have had some involvement in these experiments. Do you have anything to add?
I mean, the experiments did work. I was there.
Working. Working well enough to invite open attack by the Royal Deadfire Company.
Well, if they're interested...
Yeah.
It truly works. You mean to say that the Animancers have learned how to transport people?
Yeah, I'm sure you don't need me to tell you the practical applications for that.
Certainly not.
Your words are met with a sudden muted roar of animated whispers.
We have heard much of a Kaizo in recent days. I wonder, Director Castor, just what are your plans for the fabled city?
Kaizo holds an enormous quantity of a luminous Adra. Our research has already yielded results. If we can establish an outpost there, then... If we take this opportunity, we can accomplish far more than we initially believed. I could make you rich, lords and ladies, beyond your wildest dreams.
That's a big promise, man.
You may be rich in a century or two. Have you that long to wait? Some of you perhaps, but all? Dreams are all Castle has to offer. We have scores of Adra sites mapped to detail. Why not focus our efforts there? Castle risks your fortune on illusions.
That is true. We have mapped these deposits for years. The closer we travel to Ondra's mortar, the denser the deposits. Even Alvari knows this.
If you establish an outpost on Okaizu, the Juana will never forgive you.
They'll come around. Our research may even benefit them as well.
Even if there is Adra past the mortar, let us grind down the whole of it and be done with the place. Or will the Songreta war against the natives and sea monsters for the next 100 years?
We have heard a great deal this day. Alvari, have you any final arguments?
Only this. that Director Castle has betrayed his station and our trust by allying himself with a Principe captain by the name of Furanti.
A Principe captain? You have evidence of this, Alvari? The word of a witness?
Yeah, Castrol was trying to skirt Juana law and wiring some profit from the slave trade.
You cannot bring a Zadra, so you ply an older trade, Castol.
That... well, that it isn't.
Or is it that you were trying to line your own pockets, Castol? Daring. More daring than I would have suspected.
No, my lord. I swear it.
I think we have heard enough. Any final words?
My lords, ladies, our enemies will make for Ukaizo in short order. The Valiant Trading Company must be ready. It needs decisive, effective leadership, now more than ever. With the Watcher's aid, we have the opportunity to claim an overwhelming victory. One that will carry us all into the history books.
Assuming she means to help us.
We will see, won't we?
You have heard all the accusations against you. Castal, any final words?
Everything I do to help the company. You know this. 2 years ago, you entrusted me to establish the Luminous Adra trade. I will continue to serve you, dutifully, and to my best ability. I know now that Alvari has hungered after my position for years, just as she will hunt after yours if you allow her to rise. She would cast Margaret off her throne if she could.
That very much seems to be the way it is. Oh boy. We'll just wait silently. We'll stay out of this.
It is time. Let us put the matter of Castal's dismissal to a vote. All in favor?
Hands go up almost at once. It only takes a glance to see the vote is overwhelmingly favors the motion. Alvari nods once, perhaps to herself, and then closes her eyes. Seeing the outcome of the vote, Castrol loses a strangled, breathless cry of dismay, as if wounded.
We gave you a chance, Castal. We made it clear what defiance would cost. You have squandered that opportunity. Perhaps you will have better luck in the living lands. Ignato Castal, I hereby pronounce you banished. Exiled from the Valiant Trading Company and the Valiant Republics by order of the Sangreta Mea Compressa.
No, wait!
All right.
Percamplanca, don't do this! Mercy!
I believe that brings this meeting to a close. Agrasima Watcher.
Alvari wears a small, restrained smile as she watches the gathered nobility disperse. She looks at you and approach, raising one arched eyebrow.
Let us speak once the room clears, Watcher. I think we have much to talk about.
Appear that we do.
Look at me. I am still sweating. You did well. Ah, very well. A perfect witness. Impartial. You and I were together in this. Let us seal the pact in coin. We move now with singular purpose and ensure the prosperity of the republics. Trade, coin, civilization, Aimika. That is what we give them with Ukaizo. And for us, our rightful place in the world.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You have already dealt the Royal Deadfire Company a blow. Let them bleed from that wound a while. In the meantime, we will need the Animancers. So, Castle was not entirely useless.
Yeah, the thing you criticized him for was actually beneficial.
Eletta has another little device for you. Something to place on your vessel. Just as you were transported across the island, your ship will travel between to cross the storms and reach Ukaizo. We know that there is plenty of Adra in Okaizo after all.
Should I be so brazen? Yeah, once we reach Okaizu, our alliance is finished.
If that is how you want it, so be it. We'll each have what we were after. I call that a successful partnership. See to any business you may have in the city first. We cannot turn back. I doubt ours will be the only ships to strike out for Okaizo once we are underway.
Alright, and we did get another level up, which we need. We got our quest to travel to Okaizu.
As you wish.
Right, only Adair and the main character leveled up, but let's go ahead and do those. Ability for one class. What do we want here? What do we have on priest abilities? Defense buff could be pretty good. Let's do that. Now we get another weapon proficiency. Might as well round out all the two-handed weapons, right? I think that's all we're ever going to really use. Oh, max level? I got an achievement. It says reach max level. The main character. It looked like there was more spell slots and stuff to unlock, though. Am I crazy? I guess, yeah, there's more down here. So I'm assuming... oh yeah, all of his stuff was good. Let's do that so they all get the Resolute Inspiration. Then small shields he doesn't have yet. Daggers we don't care about. Axes we don't care about with him. And maybe we'll do the shield so that he gets, so he can use whatever kind of best shield we get. We're mostly using one-handed sword, but a stiletto does fall under that. Let's do the shield first. That's probably max level in the base game, would be my assumption. Because we have the DLC, we can go higher than that. Then the question becomes what to do next. Do we go into the DLC? We take on that dragon again that we were having so much trouble with in the last stream? Probably. The burned book grows warm in your pack. What does that mean? Rest item, I assume? Book of Law. Bindings of Tome reeks of smoke, but few pages remain crinkled and black based on the few chapter headers that survived the fire damage. It might have been a book of antiquated laws. Or charred relic authority. Let's open it up. Oh my. That display at Kaga Palace was shameful to witness, nothing less than proof of why mortals require capable rulership and a strong hand. When I walk among them again, chaos of that sort will not be tolerated. Authority and temperament are non-negotiable. You blame mortals when a god is the one sowing chaos? Aethys has done nothing but expose an existing fault, one which would crack even if we had let it be. My siblings took valiant swing at Aethys, but it seems our intervention will have to wait until we had some time to gather our strength. What of you, Watcher? Your bearing is set, and Okaizu looms on the horizon. A firm hand crushed my castle. I could have done without that. Your heart is thick with vengeance. Even in defiance, you do serve me. Find Aethys, follow to Okaizo, let my justice finish sentence. How my siblings premed and postured after the events of Hasango, but came no closer to a consensus. I cannot stomach such disorder. You didn't need to reignite the Adra lighthouse. You helped the colony knowing Aethys was already moving towards Akazu. Why? The Huana are protective over their native Adra. I know they'd appreciate it. Now you see what can happen when mortals assemble to meet the crisis head on. Collaboration on that scale is rare, but so unreliable. My more compassionate and optimistic siblings are no doubt overjoyed, thinking they've somehow gotten the better of me. How wrong they are. The Royal Deadfire Company was on a course to achieve a noble end to the archipelago before you arrived. There's no easy replacement for the woman of the Hazan Karu's caliber. After the blow you dealt, the Navy will not survive the calamity of the Deadfire. We may never see this territory properly civilized. Forced colonization and the stifling of culture are fake paths to order. You know nothing of true order. When reigning power tightens its grip on a region, it is their duty to abolish which has invited their conquest. I had high hopes for the Ratuai's navy, but the legs kicking out from under a world of power, you've hindered our chances at taming mortal society. You may not believe me, but I was giddy with delight when I observed that shakeup in the Valiant headquarters. Nothing excites me thoroughly as a good trial. Clever Avali relies on protagonism and numbers. Under her leadership, I have higher hopes for the company's financial security, if nothing else. I'm skeptical that Coin can navigate society toward anything but corruption. Yeah, that's very true, but I appreciate the merchant's willingness to challenge failure of leadership. So, another of Nekataga's dirty little secrets comes to light in a spectacularly dramatic fashion. You should think twice about your Huana friends if anyone pleads ignorance about the dragons beneath their streets. A dragon is not so easily hidden from the world, much less the eyes of royalty. Outsiders put the Huana in an impossible position. They compromise their ethics to survive. The Huana think the diminishing of their oldest talent is a test from the gods. They couldn't be more wrong. Everything they do is a test, and we observe closely. And yet, you allowed the beast to hunt the sky again. What was it? Freedom worth the price of an orderly, balanced society? Think on that. Well, I couldn't defeat the dragon. That was kind of the problem, and that's why I went with let's just let him free. I did not expect the Wahaki to bend the knee to the Congo ruler. Perhaps changes are coming in the archipelago faster than I anticipated. This is a pleasing shift of fortune. Submission to the rightful authority is the only natural conclusion when the alternative is war and death. I hope that is a lesson mortals remember. So, you killed the upstart pirate and put an end to his delusions of grandeur. Bravo. I thought I might chide for you slaying the ruthless, effective leader, but something about your righteous vigilance always brings a smile to my face. I'm beginning to question my trust in you, Watcher. This is a scared communication, and your conduct is beneath? My acceptable standard. That doesn't look like that's spelled right. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Even though you're living up to my admittedly low expectations of mortals, know that I am displeased and that this is a dangerous way to approach me. You have no power over me. I owe you nothing. Is that how you see it? Very well, then. I'm the one at fault for putting any trust and confidence in you. From now on, you just do as well to leave my book shut forever.
Wotica nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it goes.
Was I indebted to her in some way? Who's this?
And here I thought Tawenu would hold vigil on the company's stoop until the last shard of Audra was dredged up from the ruins of his village. Sometimes it pays to be wrong.
Someone had to step in and help.
Plenty of folk disagreed with you, it seems. I wonder, what makes you so different? The Valian Trading Company is so fixated on incremental profits that by the time they make any real headway, Rawatai will own every island in all but name. And the Hawana are so gullible that their loyalties will be spread across 500,000 contracts, and nothing but black powder will remind them who truly owns Deadfire.
Oh boy.
Stop by the Royal Deadfire District sometime. Rawatai needs men and women of action to represent our interests, and I can see a promising career for someone like you.
Yeah. There's not very many people left in the Royal Deadfire District. But okay. Alright, what do we got for quests? Coming Storm is done. City Lost of Time. Go to Kaizu. We got the Proving, which I'm very curious about that. It recommends I have the Barbarian in my party. I mean, who would I even replace him with? I don't think I can really afford to sacrifice Adair. So I would end up with multiple tanks. 3 tanks. Eder is the main, and me and the Barbarian as our off tanks. Our guest. I should have gone macking Berkana's Folly. Let's see what the deal with this is, Berkana's Folly. We've gained quite a few levels since the last time we've been there. This might be pretty simple at this point, so let's do that. Get on the boat. We really want to gain as many levels as possible before we go. It's feeling like going to Akaizu is going to be the final push against Aethys. I feel like we should do everything else first. Where's Berkana's thing? There it is. Let's sail on over. A wind carries an unusual sound to your ears. What is this? A distant roar reaches you from across the water, raising the hair on your back of your neck. Chiptik gapes, "God's alive, have a look for yourself at that." Beidou thrusts a finger into the air. It's a goddamn dragon. A massive winged reptile sweeps over the Defiant, throwing the deck into a shadow, setting sails to a billow and snap. Look alive or look dead, lads and lasses. Furl the sails, ready the powder for wetting. The dragon banks in the distance, cutting the line across the horizon, and you can just make out a figure of a rider on its back. I could use a dragon mount myself. The crew scrambles across the deck as the beasts approach slopes. Who is that? The dragon stops above the Defiant, the wind of its wings buffering around as its rider peers down to you imperiously. She dismounts, slipping from the dragon's back into thin air. What on earth is this?
Watcher of Cadnua, if I might have a moment of your time.
Sure. You recognize the striking figure before you as Lingreth. An archmage known for her defensive spells. She's not the first to hold the title Lingreth, nor will she be the last. You made a bargain with her at Mogrek Inn after your encounter with the Lish Consulate. Good to see you again. Her bright eyes narrow. She leans forward, examining you more closely than she had before.
You've passed into the realm of death and returned since we last spoke. Or so I've heard.
Yep.
I seek a truant member of the Circle of Archmagi, Maura.
Okay.
She sent rather cryptic word that she'd found something of cataclysmic potential in the Black Isles. Something that could aid you in the fight against Aothas.
Okay.
You've had few dealings with the Circle of Archmagi in the past. Nonetheless, we know you pursue Aothas, and we might have a way to help.
Why doesn't the Circle of Archmagi ever solve these world-threatening crises?
Perhaps we solve more than you think. Perhaps we simply don't advertise to the common kith how often Aora comes to the brink of destruction.
Okay. Who's Mara?
A Huana wizard, and a member of the Circle of Archmagi.
Okay, that's very helpful.
She specializes in magic involving tentacles. It's a niche field.
Okay. Sounds great. When do we start?
As soon as you're able. Maura's drive is frightening, foolhardy, and her love of the Deadfire uncompromising. If she's found some method of stopping Aothas...
Oh, she might be able to help. Interesting.
We must make sure she doesn't destroy Aora in an attempt to save her archipelago.
Okay.
I will await you in the Black Isles, a volcanic chain in the southeastern sea, due south of Tikawara. Don't tarry over long, Watcher.
Okie dokie. And we got another new quest. Excellent. More XP, more power. As Lingreth steps from the railing, her dragon sweeps beneath her, catching her up. The great reptile's wings dig into the air, and it rapidly recedes toward the horizon. Lingreth seated steadily on its back. Fidel looks to you, ready to chart a course when you are, Captain. Well, that's not exactly where we're going. And it seems very, very few quests here, even though they try to emphasize time is of the essence. That's not really how it works, which is how RPGs should be. You should be able to kind of just do whatever quest you feel like doing in whatever order you feel like doing. Player control is a big part of the fun. Alright, I vaguely remember this place. There was a point where we just got straight up overwhelmed. Don't remember exactly where it was, but I think we had most of the rest of the place cleared out, if I remember right. Was it here where the problem was? Perhaps upstairs. Where else do we go? Grand Archives, Anna's office. I assume upstairs is probably where we were having trouble before, so let's head upstairs. It looks like the rest of this place is pretty well cleared out. Oh yeah, isn't Consulate up here? Isn't that what the problem was? We had to take on Consulate and his crew.
That device. A mechanical Aora, I say.
So we couldn't really seem to do much about it, I believe was the problem. Skeletal figure clutches a scroll beneath his gnarled hands. His skin crinkles like old parchment. With every movement pulls to the point of nearly tearing. He glances up, his eyes burning with severe intensity.
No. No! I watched you die, crushed under that castle! Your monument to hubris.
Hey, it's our little skull. Oh, we thought we'd lost you. You've grown so much. A whole body now.
Silence! I've suffered several lifetimes worth of your inane babble already. Again you interrupt my plans, and again I am forced to compensate.
I was wondering what happened to my little pet.
Don't bother wasting your time on one-sided reminiscence. My days of bouncing in your shadow or being jostled among spears and daggers are over. This is the end of our sordid companionship.
Oh, is it?
Let's not fight. We just want our little skull back. The rest you can keep.
You will keep your hands away from me, cur. Whatever beginner's luck won you the day at Cragholt has expired. Fate brought us here to correct its error.
Oh, did it now?
One such offense was inexcusable. Your very presence, an abomination.
Rather cocky for a man with no skin.
Then I'll borrow some of yours. Describe a spell that shrinks ears.
Alright, speaking of abominations, didn't I kill you?
Few things delight me more than slamming the prophet door on the usher's hand. If the Circle sent you to interrupt my research, I'll fashion a scarecrow of your remains to deter their next hapless victim.
Ekmir sent me. I suppose we're after the same thing.
All a matter of perspective. The same thing, perhaps. But the Circle wants only knowledge. I desire the power it represents. They are fools to delude themselves into thinking they want otherwise.
Okay. What's your interest in the observatory?
That arcane upstart Bekana might not have been as unhinged as we once assumed. The Circle discounted her theories about a deep well of power in the Deadfire. All that changed when I felt its pulse. Your presence tells me that the Circle has felt it too.
You wouldn't be here if you found what you were seeking.
How astute. Now, if you're finished dissecting my academic setbacks, I am a rather busy lick.
Grimacing, Consult raises his bony fingers and mutters an incantation under his breath. Alright, let's get him. We should be significantly more prepared than last time, I would think.
Distractions.
We can get through here. We need to get this thing destroyed. Having this thing constantly debuffing us is a bit of a problem. Heal yourself, Taku, before you go down. Okay, down he goes. That's not good.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
You might want to reconsider.
Okay, we can redo this, and we'll just have to back up a little bit, I think. I think if we're not constantly getting debuffed, I think we'll be okay.
You won't show him the whip feather yet.
Anna, I think it's time for healing.
Okay, we need some healing going on.
That's it.
I'm not resurrect. Yeah, I can resurrect tech.
Yeah.
Well, I would think.
Hell no. It's both.
Like a frog in a figure. What do we say, sir?
Okay, he's terrified immediately. That's not ideal. Okay, I'm good with their buffing defenses. Once he's not terrified, let's get him to do some healing as well.
take much more.
Flogging the figure.
Destroy this thing.
There's how I feel.
Okay, this thing apparently can't be damaged. I'm very confused by that.
I think it's time for a healing spell.
Can't afford to lose another.
And it's healing back up. Okay, let's reload this. And we need to stay back. That's what we need to do. We need to draw them back and not be caught in that cycle of just getting whooped up or getting debuffed constantly. I wonder if we go around this way.
I could spend days studying this.
Is there another one of those sigils on this side?
That's the plan.
If we go this way.
No. It's silent. Again, you interrupt my plans, and again, whatever luck, my days.
That's not fun.
You will keep whatever big ones.
Rather cock.
Then I'll borrow some of yours. Describe a few things. If the circle sent you to interrupt my, you would have done better.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, let's stay away from that thing.
I'm not having much luck.
How good I say.
Or the main character will just run right into it. Good grief, man. And then Eder runs right into it. Good grief.
I don't think that's gonna work. More.
Let's not constantly freaking debuff ourselves. Get our little poison circle going on. You can get lightning.
Makes no difference.
Don't underestimate me.
Teheku. Drink you a potion.
I'm not having much luck.
Worth and rough.
For the Everlight.
Okay, you need to drink another potion. He's getting butt kicked. He is surrounded by like multiple people. Anybody close to dead? We probably need to like hard target some of these guys.
I won't let you hurt my friend Kick.
This does not work.
Alright, there's one down. Who's the next beat up? Right, Trickster. Let's get him. Well, Deku went down again, but
You sure you're aiming right?
we are doing better.
Come on, I'm here for you.
Hard target this
I'm
guy.
not having much luck.
And then you can resurrect him.
More. Ixie, Anna.
And then we still have our AoE heal. Let's use that. A couple people can use it.
I'm flogging a figurehead. Futile.
Can't make a dent. That's it.
More. Easy, Anna.
Lavaru beyond seek.
How is this guy not dead yet?
More.
Lavaru
Easy,
beyond
Anna.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Oh. Are you ready?
That must have hurt.
There we go. Alright, down to just Console Hot himself.
Lavaru beyond seek.
More. Easy, Anna.
Lavaru beyond seek.
This does not work.
He's going down pretty quick. Excellent, excellent.
More. Easy, Anna.
What do we got left for spells? Chain lightning there. He's in the radius.
This is futile.
Oh, be more careful.
We can't afford another loss.
Lavaru
Oops.
beyond seek. Yeah.
Come on, he's so close to dead. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Whew. That was a pain in the butt. But that's obviously the strategy is come from this side so you're not constantly getting debuffed by this freaking thing over here. Alright, we got several levels up. We do need to rest. I want to get those off there. Let's go ahead and rest first. What else do we got that we could use? Resistance to afflictions, bloat belly eels, fortitude. Hagfish solve. Got anything that helps magic casters specifically? Minus 15% recovery time's pretty good. %10 damage with spells. Excellent. You get an oyster and you get an oyster. Perfect, perfect. And then we got some level ups. Take care of those. Okay, ability for one class. We're probably gonna want to go Cypher. Brilliant inspiration for a short period of time. It's pretty good. Nearby enemy becomes frightening. That's pretty good. Cypher critically hits a Cypher spell with a chance to recover some of the focus points sent. Oh yeah, we want that. And then we get a weapon proficiency. Yeah, let's throw a flail in there. Why not? Loth. Coordinated positioning. No, let's go to the wizard abilities. We definitely want more of those. Yeah, let's do this one, I think. Yeah. And weapon proficiency for him. We'll just keep sticking to ranged weapons. I don't see us using anything other than wands and rods with him. Kind of same with Deku. Enchanter abilities. %50 healing for 10 seconds. Yes, please. And for him, we'll probably just start getting him firearms. All right.
Of course, my love.
Your best
At your
to stay
service.
away from this. Brass telescope is recently clean. Both lenses are polished and fine sheen. Let's look at the telescope. Ocean of stars stretches out before you. The night sky is no stranger. You seldom see it with such intimacy. A dizzy spell overtakes you. The stars blur out of their normal positions. When your focus returns, each of the celestial bodies cracks open, one by one, their light bleeding together. The stars converge to form a series of winking eyes. Greetings, pal. The words spell themselves out in the stars. Beneath the winking eyes, the crescent moon slowly widens and rolls to a grid. Whale? When you're looking around, try not to think too hard about what's up here. Some secrets are worth keeping. You blink and the night sky reasserts itself to normal configuration.
You look like you could use some fresh air.
Alright, what do we got here? What's the Panther say? Volume records text of Juana, Constellation Legend, one that's passage been underlined. Okay, take all those. Nothing else to interact with over here other than the telescope again. Look for the constellation Panther. You spot a panther in the crescent stars meant to represent a fallen bow. You take down the constellation coordinates. Aha, I think that's how we do this machine. We use the panther coordinates. So
Pleasure is mine.
Absolutely.
Read the plaque. Rakana, if you're reading this, you've forgotten again your blessed minds. Trying to describe Rakana's clarity of thoughts. I'm sorry. Never doubt yourself, for years of research were well spent, even if no one called you Archmage by the end of them, even if they laughed. I know you remember the legend of your Juana constellation, the Huntress. When you need a little confidence, set the coordinates to the Huntress and the 3 stages of her tail in this ornery. You can do more with half a brain than most competent wizards, so get back to work.
If I don't survive our adventures, promise me you'll burn all my books.
Yeah. Enter the coordinates for the Huntress legend. You enter the coordinates you collected so far, nothing happens. Family controls Macrosi, dials. Manipulate the controls, nothing happens. Huh. What the journal updates say? Unlock Arcana's ornery. Rana hid something important within the ornery at the top of a research station. The device has a mechanism for entering coordinates in the night sky. The plaque mentions something about the Huntress and 3 stages of her tail. Perhaps all 4 parts of the story can be found somewhere in the observatory. The constellation of the Panther is situated near a string of stars that curve like a bow. The telescope near the ornery will be useful locating it. So I gotta find more coordinates. Where else would these things be? Do I already have them in my inventory maybe, and I just need to read the things? There's the Panther. Leviathan. Okay, there's one. Kingfisher. That's one. And the Huntress. Okay. Now we look. We'll get the coordinates for the Huntress. And the Kingfisher. And the Leviathan. Okay, so we should have everything we need now. Let's get the whole group over there just in case. Not entirely sure what's going to happen here.
That's a great idea.
Last number settles into place. You hear the sound of a dormant gears beginning a turn. Low vibration builds under your feet. Okay, what have we done? Okay, Retrieve Berkana's notes. Wand, research, and a little money. Turn to Ekmir, which I believe he is in Nekataka. Taka. And he was in Petrie's Overlook? Something like that, if I remember right. I know, I'm pretty sure that's where his house is, or shop is, whatever you want to call it. I think that's where he's at. Petrie's Overlook. It's been a while since I've done this, so hopefully this is where he's at. I think, yeah, does he runs the Dark Cover, correct? I believe so. Then Artifact Construct. Let's go up to the living quarters. Maybe he's upstairs. There is no one here. Dang it. Let's say in the journal. I can find Ekmir's Manor and Petrie's Overlook. They have a separate house? Was I not paying attention when I looked at the map? I thought he lived at a shop. Maybe just his shopkeeper lives upstairs and he doesn't actually live here? Overlook, Metalwork, Bathhouse, Gullet, Queen's Birth. Oh, he lives in this giant castle right next door, apparently. All right, where is he at here? Probably in his study. Hello.
If you require directions to Berkana's observatory, look to your sextant.
Berkana, I found this old almanac in an ornery. Look familiar?
You did you?
I did.
So be it. Follow me down to the scrying pool.
Okay. Where's the scrying pool?
Hey, you! Master waits for you by glowing pool downstairs.
Okay. Assume this way? Scrying pool, vault, laboratory, forge, lab, garden, storage. Lab? I don't know. I don't know which one he's at. I guess we'll just have to go room by room until we run into him. I don't see him there. This it, maybe? There's water down there, at least. Oh, that's not water. That's just like a pit. Okay, not here. Not in there. Same there. Not in here. The heck is he? Can't be the storage room, right? Nope. Not there. Is that not every room that's down here? Talking about the luminous bathhouse? Is that what he means by scrawling pool? I don't think so. Check the bathhouse real quick, but I feel like I'm missing something in his house. Like there's another staircase that goes to a different room or something. This very much does not seem correct. Inside of Acmere. No. Okay. Guess let's go back upstairs. We verified he's not down here. Despite his little minion setting. Don't see anywhere else to go down here. See anything here? Am I supposed to go upstairs? In the laboratory level of his manor. Okay, this is the laboratory level. I don't see anything that resembles a pool. Library, garden. Well, did we go in the library? I think we did. I mean, I don't know. We went there. I know we went there. Let's double check the forge, maybe? Oh, not in here. Am I blind or something? What's going on here?
Just remember, if you die...
Rattling sound issues a display case when your back is turned. Two-headed skeleton hangs motionless. I feel like I'm gonna have to look this up. Like, I don't know what the heck they're talking about. No. Heard anything there? Nothing in the treasure room. Like, we've been everywhere in here. This something that I maybe missed? No, doesn't look like it. Like, have I walked right by him at some point? Alright, what's the name of this quest? Kano's Folly. Oh, let's see. Where's the scurrying pool? Because even the walkthrough just says, like, yep, he's down there. Like, am I losing my mind here? Like, I don't see any pools. Vault. Alchemy lab. Vault lock. Forge. Library. Mushroom garden. Storage. Animancy lab. What pool? Scrying pool. The heck is a scrying pool? I'm so confused. Uh, I'm in the lower part of the building inside the room with the scrying pool. I get like a picture of that? Oops. The room with the scrying pool. Like, I feel really dumb, but like, what is going on here? I don't see anything that resembles a pool. Approach the pool and activate. Alright. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a whole other room back here I didn't see. That's probably why I wasn't finding it. Good grief. Ekmir's eyes are closed in deep concentration, his attention entirely focused on the glowing pool in front of him. I guess we'll activate it. Ekmir gestures down at the scrying pool. You peer into the waters, dark silhouettes sit arrayed in a circle, and the surface of the pool ripples with muted voices carrying from below. I guess we'll knock on the surface of the water. All of the seated figures turn to you at once, their faces obscured by hoods. One of them makes an impatient beckoning and gesture. Let's dip our face into the water. No sooner than your skin does break surface tension than you feel a breeze of warm air. You're peering into a stone chamber rigged with braziers and tapestries as you would open a window. Robed men and women clutch the armrests of their thrones. Water drips to your chin. Other magi seem for the moment unfazed by your presence. 3 chairs unoccupied. Ekmir pipes in. Tarn, Lengreth, and Mana will not be joining us. You should feel free to continue without them. Rakana's research is the matter at hand, and as paramount as he reigns squarely on the topic, Ekmir shifts his focus from you to the other present members of the circle. I bring you Rakana's research. Some of them may welcome it more than others. Melona flicks a spark in Kilos' direction. Unless there are any objections, I'd like to dispense with the pleasantries. Ekmir surveys the room with nods. Rakana was no archmage, and we all agree he was on the cusp of a breakthrough before her unfortunate disappearance. Ekmir takes the book from you and licks his fingers as he begins to turn pages. Why did you never officially recognize her? Her studies had no merit. They yielded nothing of interest or relevance until today. Be that as it may, someone did not wish for this breakthrough to occur. For that alone, we have good reason to seek knowledge of her amateurish, if enthusiastic, research. Ekmir's eyebrow forms a steep triangle as he arrives to the page of mathematical figures and coordinates. Someone have a culprit in mind, do you? When several gazes turn to you, several mouths open up and speak up. Ekmir silences them all in turn with a loud clearing of his throat. It would seem she arrived on one of our conclusions. A river of soul energy flows through the dead fire. And yet she traced the path of the river while we only speculated on its existence. Ekmir pulls on his beard and squints down at the almanac. Where to go? Ekmir sets the book aside and pulls the volume map of the Deadfire. He traces his finger from the shadows of Great Reef northward. Where does it go is not my immediate concern. I'm occupied by who presently follows it. The path of Athos is winding but unerringly intentional. Her finger begins to stray east. She pauses the open ocean, his brow furrowed. Curious, Ekmir studies the map a moment longer before shifting focus back to you. I think we've taken more than our share of the Watcher's time, unless there's any final questions. Unblinking, Ekmir lifts his brow and waits for your dismissal, hovering on his tongue. Yeah, Athos is going to a Kaiser. Total silence after your statement is jarring as the echo of gunshot. He's going to stop the wheel. When several gazes turn to you, several mouths open and speak up. Ekmir silences them all with a loud clearing of his throat. Interesting. It's an ambitious plan, I'll give you that. What do you plan to do about it? He shrugs thoughtfully. Nothing. I'll consider it when we have time. You're holding back on something. What is it? Ekmir takes a moment, and the other members of the circle respond in myriad. Some shake their heads, others shrug. Others still lean back in their chairs and wait to see how it plays out. Better that I remain silent on the matter. If we wish to invite you to our confidence, you would surely know. Can I join the circle? You? You would ask this after robbing my manor and showed you the decency to spare your life? Ekmir turns to you, his expression affronted. Around the table of Archmagi, someone chokes on a sip of wine. Absolutely not. Will there be anything further? Don't I get to hear the rest? Are you a member of the circle? I hope you don't think we would divulge secrets to a mere mercenary. Ekmir's gaze hardens itself. Congratulatory smile cleaves his face. You're not entitled to everything I own, burglar. Why was Consulhot so interested? Are you keeping secrets from us, old man? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Minlota rests her chin on her fist and fixes Ekmir with a severe glare. It wasn't of immediate pertinence. Besides, Consulhot has been dispatched yet again, esteemed mistress of missiles. Ekmir favors Minlota with a stiff bow. Your flattery has gone to scale. To address the Watcher, I imagine Consulhot wished to sustain his wicked existence in a font of essence. But you kindly put a stop to that. Minlota nods, favoring you with a smile that she denied Ekmir. All right, I guess nothing further. Here, baubles are your service, not that you deserve them. Consider your debt repaid. With interest, Ekmir turns back to the circle and pointedly ignores it. All right, we got Ekmir's illuminating discoveries and 5 grand. All right. And we got a consolation prize. Achievement. And unfortunately, I think we're going to have to end the stream here. Been a pretty long one, but pretty good overall. Not as much viewership as I would like. Not as good as yesterday, but still. I mean, we're here to play games and have fun. Like, that's what it's for. So,
absolutely,
putting too much hyper focus on numbers doesn't really do us any good. But either way, thank you all so very much for watching, and have a good one.